we look at the Quran, Allah says, pray 5 times a day, do subhanallah or whatever, like with every breath that you take, it looks like Allah is very deprived of attention, and all He wants is attention. I don't want any guidance. If Allah created me and gave me a healthy body, thank you, and now leave me alone. Let me do my business and live life however I want it to be, and just leave me alone. You're Muslim.
What's your name?
My name is Tahir.
Tahir. I'm Mansur.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I was just passing by and hearing you speaking on a subject I thought it quite interesting, because and this is why I approached you, to see if we can hear this perspective and understand what is really going on this, why young intelligent person like yourself is having this kind of understanding and assessment of this issue. It will be helpful for us to know and unpack what's going on. I mean, this is the objective, basically. So tell me, you were just speaking about Tahir with a gentleman earlier on about God has created, and then he should be punished for what he has done. Do you want to elaborate a bit more on this?
I mean, obviously English is not my first language, so if I don't elaborate it properly,
that's fine. I mean, your English is probably better than mine, anyway.
No, I'll just try my best. So what I believe is, for example, if you decide to have children, if you bear children, so it's your responsibility to feed them, to give them clothes, to take care of them. Yeah. Correct. If you don't, then you should be punished. You should be punished for that. You should be accountable for that, because you've just become a reason to create life in this world, and then you just left them for nothing. Do you think that is bad?
Yeah.
So you should take care of your children.
So
if you decide to have them.
If a father has children and he doesn't take care of them, then this is irresponsible father.
Irresponsible father, and he should be punished for that.
When you say punished,
because see, then look at the condition of children as well. They're going through like loads of things. People dying out of hunger. They don't have access to medicine and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the one who have created them should be accountable for them.
Yeah. So I can see the analogy, but let's talk about the father example first. If the father is not looking after the child in any way, shape, or form, not providing
and
education,
the child is suffering,
health care, not providing food, shelter, clothing, not showing the love and the care and the support, then the father is irresponsible. And in fact, you can have a law in which the father is punished for his irresponsibility, not looking after. Okay, so this is understood. I think this makes sense. So how are you making an analogy of the creator? What is your assessment that the creator is creating a creation, and then he's totally removed from his creation in terms of not guiding them, not providing them with anything? So explain a bit more. What is your understanding, first of all? You have a creator, and the creator is created.
So I would just ask a question, that would make it a bit more easy.
Okay.
Why do you think I should follow Allah or any God and pray for him and cry and why should I do that?
Very good question. Why should we pray to God, and why should we follow his laws or wills? It's simply because this is the natural response.
Natural response.
It's natural response.
I don't feel it.
Okay, so let me give you an example of what I mean by a natural response. Suppose you are walking along the road, and you see a particular individual being run over by a vehicle of some kind, right? Accident happens. You're the only one there, so you stop by. You're a kind person. You are a person of compassion. So you didn't just leave that person there. You just went there, attended to that individual injured person. You realized the person was bleeding. You called an ambulance. You waited there. You forgot all about, not forgot, you postponed all your appointments, whatever, study, work, meeting, anything else, or even eating. the ambulance came, you went with the ambulance to make sure that that particular individual
No, I will go with the ambulance.
So,
I mean, I will call the ambulance.
okay, you'll call the ambulance.
I have obviously things
Some duty
to do
right?
in my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Suppose now the ambulance says we need blood right away, and it's not that I'm not talking about London scenario. We're talking about somewhere, it could be a remote area. This person is bleeding to death almost. There's no blood, and they did some blood testing, and they found out what the blood type is. And he said, you know what? Check my blood, and it matched.
Yeah.
Would you not give the blood to save?
give
You would. Any genuine, caring person would, and you save that person. I mean, by giving the blood, the acute injury is maintained and so on. So the person was unconscious, and the person woke up and heard all of that story. What would be the natural response of that injured person to you? Natural response.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Not get lost. I didn't want any of that.
Okay.
That person should say, he or she, thank you very much for all your kind and compassionate gesture that you've done, giving me blood and calling me help and so on.
I mean, so here's the thing.
Let's understand that. That's a natural response of gratitude.
All right.
Someone's done something for you, you're grateful for the individual. Not that you did this because you wanted thanks.
All right.
Correct?
All right.
You didn't do that because you wanted to get some thank.
But when we look at the Quran, Allah says, pray 5 times a day, do subhanallah or whatever, like with every breath that you take, it looks like Allah is very deprived of attention, and all he wants is attention.
Sure. Let's talk about this one at a time. Firstly, let's talk about your question about why does God ask us to pray? Well, why do we need to go pray to God and do all these duties and so on?
Yeah.
So my response, simple response was to you, was one of natural response, of a natural gratitude response, which is gratitude. So if somebody gives you blood system, the heart that circulates the blood
I don't know
around
if Allah gave me that or not.
If the belief system is such that
I don't believe that.
No, that's your belief, right?
Yeah.
No problem. No. But I'm saying, if in a belief system in which people like myself, I say, Allah has given me the heart and the lungs and the circulatory system and so on and so forth, and then He has given me not only this, but the way to maintain and support it. So the food, the oxygen, and all of that to support this machinery. Now, my natural response would be
thank you.
To be thank you. So what I'm saying, okay, carry on.
Nobody asked me if you want to go to Earth and have a life. No asking there, no permissions. So you just, all right, you're born now and live the life, all right? So I never asked for it.
Sure.
All right. So I'm not going to say thank you. Allah didn't give me birth because of me. He did it because of Himself. So because Allah says in Quran, because we have created humans and jinn, so that they could pray.
It's spelling out because some people might not know, so that He can worship Him.
So they can worship Him.
If, for example, you work for a company and you didn't know what you're supposed to do, then every individual employee will do whatever they think it's supposed to be done.
They would never hire a person who doesn't know what to do. No. If they hire people,
so
they
it
would
is
tell
important to know if you are going to be.
And then people have to be willing as well. People have to be willing as well because they want to join the company. Then they tell them what to do. Otherwise, they have a free choice to walk away.
Fine. So let's go back to the point about, if that injured person didn't ask you to do all of that, then that person shouldn't.
If he had a sign that if I'm in danger, don't rescue me, I wouldn't do it.
It's not.
So what I want is Allah to leave me alone. Let me do my thing.
Let's deal, one aspect at a time. That injured person did not have a contract with you in any way that he should be grateful or she should be grateful to you because of what you've done. And that is a natural response. So if we are already created and believe that God has created us, has given us all of this without me asking for any of it. I didn't ask. I didn't ask for a healthy body. I didn't ask for the sustenance, but I've been provided all of that.
People are given bad
No,
bodies.
let's talk about me. One at a time. Let's talk about me. I didn't ask any of that. So you're saying because, there wasn't a contract for me, like I didn't ask for anything because I didn't ask anyone to do all of that, I should not thank God? like this injured person shouldn't thank you? It doesn't follow. Because what you have got and received, once you understand and appreciate that, your natural response is one of gratitude. Yes, okay, fine. When, for example, you give a poor individual, a poor person, some financial support with some money, now the person might say, I didn't ask you for that, but the fact that once you've given it to them, it's only natural to say, thank you for giving me that.
So if he never asked for money, I gave him the money anyways. So if he doesn't say thank you, I say, all right, I didn't do it for,
no,
for
forget
you,
what
thank
you, whether the person says thank you or not, that's something different.
Yeah.
But the person who received, who's in the receiving end, the natural response, which seems to be a reasonable one, is to be grateful.
Yeah.
That is something that I'm addressing. So gratitude is something that you don't ask for it, you give it because you appreciate what's been given and provided to you.
All right.
So we as Muslims, we believe God, Allah has created us, and He's given us guidance, He's given us all these provisions, maintenance, and things to support us and to live in this life in a way which is beneficial for us, good for us, so that we can live in harmony, we can live in tranquility, and we can live in fairness, and we can live in justice, and so on. If we appreciate that, and we know that this is the case, our natural response is one of gratitude. Right. Now, what Allah has told us is that He's told us that this is what we should be doing, because if you don't do that, then some people may be giving gratitude, which is already within your natural response makeup, to something else. Like you may be giving gratitude to a tripod or a fence or whatever, not knowing where gratitude should be due. Imagine now, instead of thanking you, that individual thanks the tire of the ambulance. It doesn't make sense to give gratefulness. Oh, tire, thank you. Oh, petrol, thank you. No, because you're the ones. This is means, right? We are grateful for human beings to help us and so on, but ultimately, our gratitude is the one who has provided all of this. Ultimately, so this is the Islamic perspective of why we need to.
I've just got the books and I'll read them.
Sure. We need to be grateful to our Creator. So it's not that our Creator needs and have wants of our gratitude. We need. That is why we have to pray for our guidance and to continue to be on the right track.
I mean, I don't want any guidance. If Allah created me and gave me a healthy body, thank you, and now leave me alone. Let me do my business and live life however I want it to be, and just leave me alone. I don't want any guidance. I don't want any food. I'll struggle for it.
So you're going to stop breathing His air and oxygen and water, drinking
because
water?
Allah created it?
Yeah.
First of all, when you give birth to a child, it's your responsibility to give them food.
Yeah. So if Allah gave you the food, the sustenance to live
because He created us without my permission.
Yeah. So when He gave you the air and you don't want it, stop breathing the air. By all means, you're more than welcome.
So then it's Allah who is responsible for it, because He created me now without my permission. So it's His responsibility to give me the means to live as well.
Yeah, He does. Yeah. That's the point that I want to address.
It's all right.
So when you
thank Him, that's it.
No, when you asked that He is like an absent father without any care, that is the concept of deism. Do you know deism is a concept in which
have you seen people in Africa?
Yeah.
How they live?
Yeah.
Their life conditions?
Yeah. Partly we are to blame.
We are to blame.
Yeah, we are to blame.
All right. So
the world is partly to blame.
Yeah.
The governments are partly to blame.
People
are partly to blame. Our economic systems are partly to blame.
They're part to blame. But don't you think, rather than letting them die out of hunger, Allah should do something?
Yes, Allah has done enough, and I will give you.
Allah has done enough.
No. Allah has done and is doing throughout. I'll show you where we are not receiving that support and the maintenance and provisions of Allah.
If people they try to snatch my food, all right, and my father, he should protect me if I'm young enough to not be able to protect me. Rather than I protected you.
We will go through step by step. Firstly,
and just a minute, please. I have to go to the museum. I don't have any time. So
do you want to spend a few more minutes, because it's quite interesting?
It would be closed by 5. Okay. So I'm only a tourist. I have to go back on Tuesday.
Okay. So just going to summarize then.
Yeah.
It is incorrect to think God is an absolute absent father in which he doesn't look after and care and maintain. In fact, one of his names, one of his titles is Rabb. A Rabb.
I know.
He's Rabbul Alameen. He's the one who not only created and guided and showed them, but he's the provide. He once one provides everything. So it is not like a deist God in which God left everything alone. No, he continuously provides. He's called Ar-Razzaq, the provider. You might not appreciate that, but he's the one who provided you the air, the oxygen, and the water, and the food that you eat, and told you which foods to eat, the good food and the beneficial food, and to abstain from the bad food, and so on and so forth. He sends guidance with prophets and messengers, I'm summarizing, in which he tells you the best way to live your life. So looking after you and making sure that you don't fall into the errors of going into the wrong path and killing yourself, injuring yourself, and cause suffering. He wants to minimize all your suffering by providing ways and means through prophets and messengers, a way in which is the best way to live your life. So it is not correct to think that way, but because we don't have time to explore that, this is what have been a way for you to look into that.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Can you please guide me? Where's the Natural History Museum?
Yeah.
Thank you.